This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical. No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
There's a bunch of like fake AI shit going around.
Of course.
But the actual paper that was published is under the. It's like some weird. So apparently under the pyramids, there's like this super long structure, and the main structure has like 4 other spiraling, like, I don't know, it's super weird.
Wow.
Anyways, they think it's like some sort of like conduit for something.
How the fuck was this only found now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pyramids have been around for thousands of years.
I don't know, but it's because it's quite deep under.
Okay.
Probably
So
new technology.
Yeah, exactly. They're using new technology to like.
And you don't want to like
kind of like sonar,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like deeper than they ever could.
Okay.
And they
It's,
got
it's
some hit.
LiDAR, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know they were flying over the Amazon and looking at shit.
Because
I don't know what they were using. I don't know what the name of it.
did you see the fucking real life monolith from 2001 that kept appearing everywhere for a year?
That was a meme, wasn't it?
No, it was a meme, but it was like a marketing stunt.
For me, it was that fucking pillar there that kept showing up in like random places.
Yeah, but it was like a giant black like thing.
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
yeah, like you said, it was a marketing
It was a-
stunt, right?
Yeah, it was a marketing stunt for something, but like people
one knows
didn't.
what.
No one knows
Yeah.
what, and people didn't know. They were like, wait, like it's the monolith from 2001. So people were like freaking out. They were starting to doomsday prep. It was really funny, but no one knows what it was for. It showed up for like a month and then it disappeared.
But do you want to know what it's for? Sure.
What?
Here's
The podcast entry.
Here's the terrible.
That was a terrible segue.
Oh,
Go ahead,
right.
Jamal.
That's right. Welcome to Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal,
I'm Patrick.
I'm Khalil.
I'm Justin.
and we have 2 guests here, Patrick, and we're all here in person for Patrick's birthday. You old fucking fat fart.
We're pushing 40.
Pushing 40,
Pushing
man.
30.
Same
So-
difference.
Barely.
Technically closer to 40 than 30.
Soon
Huh?
you'll be pushing
Nope.
40.
How does that work?
Should-
Okay.
should
I
not
wanted
be.
to see. I wanted to see who's born. What day is your birthday? Like actually?
The 2nd of April.
April 2nd. I want to see
So sad.
like favorites like famous celebrity birthday.
Oh yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. What's celebrity?
Also,
t-shirt
look up
birthday?
the Florida man arrest for that.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Florida
that's
Man
true.
April
Wow.
2nd.
Yeah.
We'll get some good.
So you have on your birthday, you have God. Oh yeah, you have Pedro Pascal.
I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah,
so
you hate
bad.
him?
I like them.
Really?
Why do you hit him?
He's in too much stuff, and he should not be playing Joel in The Last of Us.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
However, I loved him in that Nicolas Cage movie. The
Uh,
Unbearable
I
Weight
liked
of
his
Massive
appearance in
Talent.
Game of Thrones as well.
Okay.
You
He was great in Game of Thrones.
I know.
Did you like him in Narcos?
I didn't like Narcos as a show.
Okay, I love Narcos.
That answers that.
you have him as Marvin Gaye. Probably born that day.
Marvin Gaye. You
pretty
like him,
cool.
right, Chloe?
Fuck off.
I'm done. I think besides, there's nothing really else. Yeah, they actually don't
My
have
mom
a lot
loves
of
him though.
people.
My mom loves
Who
Marvin.
doesn't?
Yeah.
Love me some gays.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Oh, is that where you're going with that? Okay, I wasn't.
All right, pull up the Florida man.
Oh, and the guy from Law and Order,
Which one?
Christopher Maloney.
He's got the face, right?
He's bald. The bald guy.
You got the hair on the sides? He got a cool voice.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
really funny. He's good at comedy.
Is he really?
He was in Wet Hot American Summer.
I didn't know that.
It's really good. It's
So
on
then,
Netflix.
so then that was that. And
Okay.
let's see for Florida Man. April 2nd, Florida Man. Let's see here. I'm seeing here.
But the year too.
Oh well, what? Like
1984.
1984. What am I doing 84 for?
That's when he was born.
No.
I'm not that old.
Yo, born in
It's like-
1998. But no, did I just put April 2nd,
Yeah.
Florida
just
Man?
Okay,
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, what do you mean the page is not found?
Bro, why would we have him do this?
Oh my
Holy.
God.
Okay, well, the one that I have here is Florida man dressed in Dalmatian onesie outruns trooper, shakes off taser before he gets caught at girlfriend's house.
What the
That's pretty
Yo.
good.
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty good.
I see him here, 36-year-old Keith Devereaux.
36 and he's up to this tomfoolery.
And his name's
That's
Keith.
nice.
It's over.
After fleeing highway patrol during a traffic stop while wearing a Dalmatian onesie.
How much you want to bet this guy goes to the Ninja Factory every weekend?
Bro.
Oh my god.
So
Yo.
I don't even know where to start with this episode.
I'm gonna start. I got it.
Okay.
Words of wisdom.
Don't trust.
Don't go to Ninja Factory.
Yeah. Don't go to Ninja Factory.
Listen, I'll be honest.
If you're above, I would say don't go if you're above the age of 7.
to be
Maybe
honest,
10 max.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. It concept wise, I think it's a great concept.
'Cause
But If you're looking at it from like a standpoint.
Yeah, if you're within
Yeah.
the ages that we just
Yeah,
described.
then,
Or
then,
you have
like,
a
you're
family,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, but like,
If they had like different nights for different age brackets.
Well, apparently
That'd be
they have
cool.
an adults night. I just don't know. I didn't see the full.
Do they
poster.
crank up the speed of that one thing?
I hope so, but
Because
yeah.
that looks fun until
It
we're
did.
like, wait, is it off or is it just
until we
not?
saw like not moving.
But yeah, apparently it's like
There's like
from
a battering
7
ram for our audio listeners.
from 7 p.m. on a certain night of the month. It's only adults allowed in.
Because we were expecting Wipeout and we got.
Yeah,
We got-
We got Bouncy
wiped.
Castle Plus.
We got wiped.
We got wiped.
Yeah.
I got to race Jamal. Jamal, you suck.
Bro, well, you pushed me at the start.
I had
you're
to.
such a
Yeah, so then there you
It
go.
narrowed
So,
into like a one.
no, you had your path, I had mine. You pushed me out of the way.
All
And
right.
it's your
That was
birthday.
deep.
I didn't want to
You had
ruin
your
your
path.
birthday.
You pushed me out of the way.
You know,
That's
I
the
felt,
shit the villain
I
says to
felt
leave you right
bad.
before the final battle.
Didn't wanna ruin your big day, you know. But I will next time definitely read some reviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of reviews, I found there's another game that I wanted to buy that I didn't buy. I thought it looked pretty fun. It's called Karen, and basically it's you have like cards of real like comments, like reviews of like Karens,
Okay.
like giving like
Okay.
one review. You have to then write your own and try and make it have the people pick yours.
Okay.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So-
Yeah.
Classic.
Pretty, I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. But it's really interesting. I went to this store called Imaginary. Ever been to Imaginary?
Yeah.
Xavier works there.
Well, no, I think he quit. Did he quit?
I think he still works
Oh.
there.
I would go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments there with my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went there and I loved their board game aisle. That's where I found that game at.
Yeah.
I'm too getting into over
They also have model kits and stuff.
I
too,
mean,
so-
it's a massive store.
It's a
Like,
big
it's so
store.
big.
So expensive.
It's a really nice game.
I'd say
the,
so. Yeah.
the game was $14.
Well, depending on what you're getting.
That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
expensive, I'd say, for like a card game.
Okay.
I think they give you a discount just so you wouldn't abduct anyone while you were there.
But
They probably heard you went to Ninja Factory.
yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
These guys go to Ninja. Give him a discount and get him out of here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right now.
First of all, he's black.
Yeah.
Second of all, he doesn't speak French.
Ah.
Third of all, he
Yo,
wants to Ninja
yo,
Factory.
Harris!
Three strikes you're out.
Yo, speaking of that, I'm so pissed off. I'm driving to St. Sauveur, right?
Yeah.
I'm ordering the casual sport. I go, hi, how are you today? She goes, do you speak English? Do you speak French? But perfect English. I was like, what? I was like, you just spoke to me in English. Like, I don't get it. Like, how did you just say that properly and then expect you to switch to French?
It's like the only words that she learned.
Yeah, honestly.
She can say them
Yeah.
fluently, no accent.
Yeah.
My favorite pizza place is always the same. I order the same thing,
Yeah.
and every single time I get to like the party order, I'm asking for pizza, and I'm like, can I get that thick crust? And she's like, quit. I'm like, you're doing fine until thick crust.
Oh my god.
And then I finally give up côté pies, and it's like, oh, baby, baby.
Oh, baby.
So that
And then
reminds
that's
me-
when you mutter under your breath, "Asti des pais."
Yeah, yeah, but that's like the Family Guy joke where like Brian goes to Mexico, and the guys on the bus like, oh well, if you want to say like my name is Brian, it's Soy Brian. You don't say like Mi llamo es Soy Brian. And then he goes, okay, thank you. I can rely on you to translate to English. He goes, no, that was the only English I ever learned. End this sentence right now. And Brian goes, what? And he goes, ¿qué?
That's good. That's funny. I like that. I don't feel like a lot happened this week in terms of like.
I mean, Kanye released that new single.
Besides politics, we're not getting into politics today. But Kanye West did release a new single. Did you guys hear
No,
it?
I haven't. No.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Sing it for us.
I'm not gonna sing
Just
it.
tell us about it. Is it?
So,
is it?
the beat is fire. The beat is fucking nice. It's the words.
Yeah,
that
I
we-
figured.
that-
What is he?
that we have a
What is he
problem.
talking about?
So I'm gonna give me a minute here to find the lyrics.
What's your
Is
favorite
it,
Kanye
uh,
song?
My favorite Kanye
Yeah.
song.
Or yay.
There's
That's the
I
hippie
forget what it's called, but it's the one where he had his jaw wired shut from a car accident, and he performed it like I think it's called Through the Wire. I forget.
Okay.
It's that or Heartless
Heartless is a great song.
or is it? I think it's either Wolves or Highlights from The Life of Pablo.
I got nothing out of
I
that.
got nothing.
No, so
Read us the lyrics,
I got the
Sanjay.
lyrics. So basically, she goes. She wanted to hop in the Rari like 4 times. Don't worry about that part. But
Is that already from a song?
maybe.
Well,
Honestly, They're all
Hop
the-
and Rari's just
they're
like
all
a
the
common
fucking
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the chorus that is the fucking
Enlighten
breadwinner.
us.
So I see that look in her eyes. She wanna hop in a ride. I said, "Are you ready to die?" I said, "Are you ready to die?" They're telling me that I'm a bully. I'm and what is it?
Jamal can't
I
read.
can't read.
They're telling me that I'm a bully. I'm anti-Semitic fully.
You can't
They say that I'm
anything.
acting like Hitler, but how am I acting like Hitler when I'm a fucking nigger hard R?
Like hard R.
That's pretty good.
Hard R,
They're
bro.
telling me get off of Twitter. I voted for Trump, not Biden. You know some niggas that went to that island? Why the fuck would you go to that island? Went to the dentist and got me some nitrous. Went to the dentist and put in some diamonds. I did not ask for broke niggas to chime in. They just don't understand me. I'm the nigga that's going to urinate on Grammys, rocking swastikas because all my niggas Nazis, reading Mein Kampf 2 chapters before I go to sleep.
Yo!
That's the whole song.
That is the whole
that's
song.
hard.
And the worst part is the beat is so good.
That
beat's
is
so fire.
cold though. I'm not
That is
gonna
it's
lie.
cold, but
The way it all flows.
I'm going.
Yeah.
What I'm going is any like hardcore, like you know how they have like hardcore like rap fans like defend like their artists, like how do you
Dude, you should see the comments on the song. They're
Oh,
like,
but
this
but
is fire.
he isn't anti-Semitic though.
yeah, like
He made graduation. What do you mean?
like
He
how
is
do
Mein
you
Kampf just for culture.
yeah, like how do you defend them?
Yeah.
Like, how do you
That's tough.
how do
Well,
you
I mean,
defend that?
It's even that and like the way he treated his recent wife. Like,
Bro, did you see the
Yo,
photos of his wife?
Bianca
Yeah.
Sensoria, yo,
Yeah.
the way she pulled up like basically naked to that.
Yeah.
That was
to everything.
crazy.
It's like
yeah,
everything.
I know.
I'm like,
and
how do
like
you?
he
how
literally
do
like
you- how do
doesn't
you
have
feel
her
with that?
talk. He just makes her take off her clothes. And it's like, what
Wait,
the
he
fuck?
made her do that?
Yes.
I thought that was her voluntarily.
No,
No,
he made
that was
her do
him.
that.
What?
Yeah.
It's like how do you
Alright.
how do you leave that?
Because she
going,
has
this is-
no, we don't know anything about her. She has no personality other than what Kanye tells her to do.
Wow.
It's fucking wild. It really is. Just makes no sense.
Gonna have
But
to tell my roommate about this
Yeah, exactly.
relationship style.
this is sound.
Just test it out, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, good luck with that one, buddy. I like to see you try that one.
I think he can pull it off.
Yeah.
You strike me as a Mein
At least
Kampf.
for a few hours. You know.
For a few hours from my call.
He sure has a mind
I'll warm her up with some Mein Kampf.
Oh my god.
I'll rinse her up a little bit. We read some Mein Kampf. Like, oh, you like that, baby? Yeah, take off your clothes and let's go outside.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, Jews ain't shit. Yes!
Yeah.
That's the energy I want.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, that's the
now
end
strip.
word.
No, say the N-word harder. Ah.
Fucking coming. Yeah. Oh,
See those crumpled papers and it's cotton picky.
that's caught.
Fuck, that's cotton picket. Oh god.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to cut all that out.
Yeah,
This whole episode.
I don't think any of that makes it on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, call the episode Yay.
Yeah.
Yo, but write it like Y-A-Y.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true, true,
yay,
true.
like that, exactly. So then you don't. So then YouTube can't take it down. He actually deactivated his account though on Twitter.
Yeah.
He deactivated.
I was reading Jamal some
That's
tweets.
crazy, actually.
I was
'cause
reading-
But he did it.
Elon
That wasn't.
big.
That wasn't. No, it wasn't Elon who like
He
did it
himself?
himself. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
himself. No, it
Because
wasn't Elon.
Elon marked his Twitter as Nazi for work, so it wouldn't show up when you search it, and then he said, "Fuck it," and just deleted it.
Interesting.
Yeah, he deleted. His tweets are wild. Like
Yeah.
guys.
They were getting out of hand though. From
Yeah,
what I
for
saw.
sure.
They're fucking. He's done. Another side little quick note. I just love this. This is so funny. So you know how Canada beat America right in hockey.
I
So-
did not know that.
So yeah, we had like a Four Nations tournament.
Oh,
for
that.
hockey,
Yes.
So so we won that, and then what was also so funny was that we beat them in soccer
Okay. 'Cause
2-1.
it's funny you say that because the teacher that I work with,
Yeah,
him and his brother went to Buffalo
to watch the game in Boston. Okay,
and they wore like Canada like memorabilia and stuff. And
Yeah.
then when Canada won, they were like,
yeah, no, that was an epic game.
It
But
was.
They got beat to a pulp outside of the game. But
yeah.
Oh, some people did.
yeah, no, 100%.
Totally,
Oh yeah, 100%. No, people were like upset, but that game like
It was. I think it was the first time in a long time that a hockey game had like. It was more than just a hockey game.
Oh,
Like, there were
yeah.
actual stakes for
Yeah,
it, you know.
Yeah.
Especially because.
Because wasn't this when Trump
There
said he
were-
wanted to make?
Yeah, you wanted to make
Canada
us
a
the 51st state.
I think. Well,
And so when we won that, all the comments on the NHL post about the victory were like,
I love
"Who's
this
the
province.
51st state now?"
No,
And I was
no,
like,
no.
Who's the 11th province now?
Yeah, my favorite was because Trump tweeted. He said, "I spoke to Team America. I invited Governor Trudeau to come watch the game
Governor Trudeau.
and talk about being the 51st state." When Canada won, Trudeau wrote one sentence: "You can't have our game and you can't have our country." And I was like,
I don't like Trudeau, but that was good.
I don't like him, but I don't think he came up with that either.
honestly,
His
but
team did.
whoever
So-
did,
so right there, right there.
whoever did.
Okay, so
fucking
It's
genius.
good.
So can we talk about how like it took the tariffs for people to start giving a fuck about Trudeau again?
It's so yo true.
Yo, I thought we were staying off politics. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, no,
we were just talking hockey.
But the fact that like they won twice, it was just so funny because someone said speaking of tariffs, someone goes, "We should just like put a tariff on silver because that's all that we send America." And I was like, "Fucking
That's
savage!"
good.
Yeah,
But I
that's
love
good.
that. No, that's really good.
That's
no,
good.
I'm just happy for them. Honestly, just really happy to beat them twice.
I actually have something in sports.
Oh my god!
Do tell.
Something
Did
in
you hear
sports.
in the WNBA?
Oh,
women-
Caitlin
personally,
Clark?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Who are we talking about?
The girl who wants to like
She
not.
wants equal pay.
Yeah, Angel Reese.
Yeah,
That
that's
is okay.
It's hilarious. Everyone's like, so you want equal pay? That means you owe them like $400
Yeah,
million.
because
Yes.
it's a failing business.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
honestly,
I hate Angel Reese.
I don't
She's
understand. Like I
Have
get
you ever
it.
seen her play? Have you seen her highlights?
The garbage is so funny.
There are none.
Oh shit!
No,
Oh
literally.
my god.
No.
I saw a compilation of her highlights. Half of them are like misses.
Okay, because
they're air balls.
so you know, since my boyfriend's like really into sports, right? Like he's a huge sports.
Oh,
fan.
really? I didn't know
Yes,
that
he's a
either.
huge sports. fan.
Okay.
He's always telling me that like, honestly, like the WNBA is like low key better than the regular NBA because like the girls are actually like playing the sport. Like regular NBA, it's more like the ads or whatever. I don't know, right? But this is what he tells me. So you guys tell me this, so I'm like, okay, like I have no horse in this race whatsoever.
Okay.
But I'm just like, this is just funny to hear because like you said, no one gives a fuck about the WNBA, right?
I'm telling you right now.
My
I
only-
respect your boyfriend, but
The only
God,
thing
no.
I need to say to that is if it was such a better sport than the NBA, it would not be a failing business.
No, he agrees. He agrees that that's true. He's just saying
Well
that.
then,
Like,
how
he's
is there any argument for?
He's
the-
just like the actual like playing of basketball.
Well, that's a lie because the nets are lower.
Yes.
The ball is bigger.
Yes.
The game is
Yes,
slower.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
But he's
they've
like,
never dunked.
and he's
Yeah.
And the nets are
They
lower.
can't.
They don't have the vertical.
he was saying he was telling me it was like a lot of the like the WNBA players are like we should be like given the same like regulations as like regular NBA, and he's like,
You can't even score on your current hoops. Why do you want to make them higher?
well, that's what he said. He said they want to talk
And
about that
why
shit.
do
I
you-
agree. They should get all that back.
And then the hoop will be smaller. You
Yeah.
already can't.
yeah.
I think for me was the college she goes. I think I'm not sure if you had like any quotes from her directly. There was a quote that she made. She goes. She
She's
said,
unhinged.
She
bro.
said, how did she word? She goes, yeah, you know, what else are you gonna watch on like 6 o'clock if we're not playing? I was like,
Literally
fucking
anything else.
I was
Yeah,
like,
anything else.
Teletoon.
like,
Black TV, bro. I'm watching. Black
Yo,
TV.
I must say,
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark though,
amazing.
unreal. She's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. But-
She's so
She
good. Like,
signed something with Nike.
Oh,
Yeah,
million,
yeah.
$1 and that's
million.
what's got
Okay,
this
yeah.
over
This
the
also
weekend.
reminds me. There was a video. It was like it was a meme, but it was like, okay, you're gonna have to answer like incredibly difficult questions or you get shot. And one of the questions was name 5 WNBA players.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and everyone I showed this video to names the same fucking 5. Like I don't know how many women are in the WNBA.
I can name two.
I gotta
Okay,
say
Angel Reese and
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark. Yeah,
Caitlin
so
Clark.
those are the two that
Caitlin Clark
everyone
first
names.
though. Angel
Yeah.
Reese is.
Everyone names
thought.
those two, and then there's like 3 others, but it's always the same. Like, are these the only women who actually play the fucking game? Like, what's going on?
If I do like the
But
most, like,
Caitlin Clark is
recognizable.
legit, bro.
No,
like,
she
like
is
when she
good.
plays, I actually like if I like stumbled upon it and
I'll watch.
I don't go out of my way
Yeah,
just because
but-
realistically I don't even watch the NBA.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I actually like.
But like,
You
how
know,
will this affect
her
LeBron's
highlights.
legacy? This is the question. How will
Has
this
that
affect
LeBron's legacy?
I actually like Caitlin Clark.
Have you
She's
been
legit.
hearing all the TikToks on about LeBron? Yo, it's crazy.
Did you guys see his foot?
No.
The thing about his feet, bro. Someone,
His
I
feet?
don't have my phone. Pull up LeBron James like foot or whatever. Apparently,
I don't
it's
know what to look at.
apparently it's completely fucked from like however long he's been in the league, like 20 to 30 years now.
Yeah.
It's fucked from like all that time wearing shoes.
feet.
Damn.
Feet pics.
And now, and now you're on watch this.
Oh my god! Is that actually his?
Apparently, it's legit. I
Just wear
know.
bigger shoes.
I
That's all
can't
you have to
confirm.
do.
I haven't seen it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, his toe.
Just wear bigger shoes. What's the
I
problem?
can't confirm. I haven't seen his feet for myself.
You just have.
What?
But I mean, if that is legit,
That is
He's got
real.
like ballerina.
I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
you
my
can be rich
glorious
all you
LeBon.
like.
You know,
my glorious
I was about to say,
LeBron.
my boyfriend's related to his wife actually.
What?
Yeah.
So LeBron James' wife?
Yes. That's my boyfriend's like third.
You sure you
cousin.
didn't just say that to
Really?
get your pants?
No, bro. I don't give a fuck about basketball.
Listen, LeBron is like technically my third cousin. That's
Yeah, no, his wife. His wife is
His wife.
third
Oh,
cousin.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Savannah James is his third cousin.
If Tarantino saw these feet, he'd kill himself.
Oh yeah. With pleasure, like he would be like nutting all over it, bro. Kill Bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say about Angel Reese? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, she just pissed at Caitlin Clark because she got the sponsorship.
The-
for-
And
Yeah,
not
but,
her.
like,
Can she
bro,
just get like a good player?
I don't listen. I don't have the stats with me. I don't have my phone, so I can't look them up. But the viewership when Caitlin Clark plays versus when
Skyrockets.
Angel Reese plays,
Yeah.
no shit. She got the Nike sponsorship. She's actually putting
I actually
in the
watched
work.
the finals. I don't
Yes,
watch NBA
yes, me
WWE,
too,
but I
bro.
watched the finals with Caitlin Clark, and I was like, this girl's actually
I
like,
can't
what's
with
so
Angel
crazy
Reese,
about
bro.
her is that a lot of, even like men basketball players, like they take a couple seconds to line up and shoot their three. She just gets to the line and just throws it and it goes in. I was like, yo, what the fuck am I watching?
no,
That's like,
she's legit.
she's actually like crazy good. Bro, it's crazy.
No,
She's
she's
got
nuts.
game
good.
ball.
She's really, really good.
It's really nuts.
And just the way she like carries the ball across the court,
Very well done.
bro. She plays like she belongs in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
See, just do a sex change. We're allowed. Two
Don't need one.
Or just put her in.
If
She's good enough.
I was gonna say, but just put her on a regular NBA team, but I guess that wouldn't make sense. See,
Nah,
so-
fuck it, just do it.
shows what I know about fucking sports games.
Yeah.
Anyways, Angel Reese. What about
Angel
Angel
Reese.
Reese?
Oh, so
Make it more awkward next time.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You hear Snow White flopped, of course.
Yeah.
I read the comments.
Where do we even begin?
Where do we begin with
Mirror,
that whole
mirror on the wall. Why is there no one in the cinema?
That's good. I
That's
like that.
crazy.
To be honest,
where
it's
do
like,
we begin?
I'll start with there are certain parts of the critics that I was like, okay, guys, like relax. Like there's one that's like, oh, Snow White's not white. I'm like,
Well,
It's in the
so
name.
here's.
I mean, that was her name. Like,
Like,
agreed, but
yeah.
I'm with you, Jamal, and I think there's a dishonesty in the reviews. I think people are
They wanna be mad.
people are giving good reviews like biasly,
yeah.
right? It's
To counteract the negative reviews.
and
Yeah.
people are giving bad reviews, but also biasly. Like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no
There's no nuance.
well, there's no objectivity. There's no
Yeah.
like it's not authentic.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
like-
looking for.
it's
The-
like
the
just-
reviews like scores aren't legit because people are giving bad scores because they just want to hate
yeah,
because it's like, oh, my friend said it was ass, 1 star.
exactly.
And then you've got people that are like, oh my god, this is like such a great thing for
Whoever.
women or
Name
whatever.
a minority.
5 star.
Yeah, name a minority.
Name a minority, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
5 star.
Yeah.
It's like there's no realism. It's not
Yeah.
authentic. It's like the
Yeah.
reviews don't mean anything.
Yeah. But they
Yeah.
haven't meant anything for a while.
I agree.
It's
but I
not
think
quite
it's
as bad as in
particularly bad.
gaming, but it's
Yeah,
come out
gaming,
time and time
bro,
again. It's been paid off.
The
Oh,
Assassin's Creed Shadows
oh
reviews.
my
Let's not get there.
God,
One of my
yeah,
friends-
Let's
that's
stick to
nuts.
this so we can get to that
It's
later.
a return to form.
One of my friends works on the game, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll get pass."
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad.
But no,
what I want to bring
yeah.
up for Snow White is, can we talk about the reverse progress of CGI?
Bro, the doors look
What?
disgusting. The doors look
The
ugly.
dwarf-
Oh, okay. I have something to say about the doors. So
I have many things to say. About
okay.
the
So
Dwarves.
I don't know anything about how they look or whatever, but I remember when the movie was like starting production and whatever. Peter Dinklage was giving
Yes.
like interviews, right?
Yes.
And they were like the company that made the movie was like, we wanted to hire like people with
People.
dwarvism
Yeah.
to play the dwarves, and Peter Dinklage said no.
Yes.
He was like, no, that's
Yes. But that's my
that's-
point. That's where I was going with
Yeah.
this. Regardless of that, that's a good thing. You know what? Whatever. If you don't want to make it seem like dwarves have to play those roles.
well, okay. That's not what I was
not-
gonna say, but yeah, go on.
That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
My point is,
They
in
just look bad.
well, Lord of the Rings,
That's
those
true.
weren't
Just-
real
Oh,
dwarves.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those
just make
were
everyone
normal
else
people.
taller. Yeah, just make
Those
everyone
were
else
normal people, but we used CGI to make them taller, make
Yeah.
them shorter, whatever. Why couldn't we do that
taller. Yeah,
with Snow White? Why did you have to CGI the entire fucking dwarves?
yeah,
And why did you, adversely, why did you have to specifically hire dwarves?
yeah.
Just hire normal people
Right.
that look like the source material dwarves
Yeah.
and make them shorter or taller.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the
it
thing
was-
is, the thing that
Holy
bothered
fuck.
me, right, was it was like they're like, okay, because remember, Hollywood is like we want to have, like, say we want like there's an Asian character, we don't want a non-Asian person to play them, right? We want the actual people to play those characters. So okay, you're gonna cast dwarves, you hire dwarves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like okay, logically it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then Peter Dinklage, who is literally the most successful actor with dwarvism, is like, no, that's demeaning. I wouldn't want to be cast in that role. So I'm going to veto and say no one with dwarvism can be in this role.
Cut to 9 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Exactly. But then think about those actors who, sure, they would have played dwarves, but it's in a fucking Disney movie that millions of people are going to watch,
Well,
and they're going to get their career launched, maybe, right? I do.
Millions of.
No, I'm with you.
Damn, how much money did it make?
I think it made 47
Around 50,
go?
around 50.
But I think that's about as much as it's
Yeah.
gonna
They need to make 800 to break even.
Yeah. but that's what I mean. Like, at least people would have seen it,
But
and their career could have started from
I
it.
agree with you, and I think that's a good point. But
Yeah.
I just think, regardless of wanting to hire people to dwarvism, wanting to hire people that, why was this impossible? Why did you have to CGI the entirety of the dwarves?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they
And,
look like. I don't
because
know
then what
anything.
happens is I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen clips, I've seen photos
Okay,
and
yeah,
clips
yeah.
of like Belle like with
Or Snow White.
or Snow White, sorry,
Yeah.
with the
Dwarves.
with the dwarves, and I'm like, yo. That's
Yeah.
wacky.
It looks
hell.
off.
Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
it looks
It
so
looks
out
bad.
of place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if Lord of the Rings could do it, if
25 years ago, by the way.
if we look at the CGI from Transformers, from Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh my
all of
God.
these movies from like 2 decades ago,
Yeah.
I'm like, how hard would it have been
Yeah.
to just make normal people taller or shorter?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lost art, and it's a combination of
How
laziness
though?
and
Money.
malplanning.
Technology
it's-
is better than it's ever been.
It's also they fired all the people who knew how to do it,
That too.
Yeah.
right? So
And they aged out.
and they aged out, yeah.
And they're hiring based on, not on talent.
Oh,
anymore.
also, this
Yeah.
this is not my opinion. I'm going to preface with this, but I heard this as an argument. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
Someone was arguing that, obviously the main actress who's playing Snow White was
Rachel Zegler, right?
Yeah, her. She got a lot of
Slack.
shit.
Yeah.
For some of the advertising she was doing.
Yeah.
She was saying that it was like
So off.
it was a women's movie for women, right?
Yeah.
That's what she
Yeah.
was like saying and whatever, and like
This
the prince.
support
she made it-
Palestine.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but regardless of that, and then she was saying stuff like it's a women's movie for women, and like it's to empower women, and it's
Snow
all
White doesn't need a
and-
prince.
exactly.
It's not the third thing.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone say like, so I watched the movie, and I was like, okay, cool, I didn't, so
Yeah.
I'll take your
Your
word
word
for
for
it.
it, yeah.
And then he goes, I want to know how the movie starts with the king getting kidnapped and the city falling to shit
Yeah.
as soon as the man disappears, but then it's okay because the queen takes over,
Yeah. And it's worse.
and it gets worse.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
But then you know what? We defeat the queen, and the Belle takes over or whatever,
So yeah.
and it doesn't get better.
Yeah, it doesn't get
and then he's like, "What does that really say?"
No, literally. It's like
I'm like, and then he was like, "How is this supposed to empower women if all I've seen so far is that as soon as the guy disappeared, everything turned to shit?"
Yeah, exactly.
Take it with a grain of salt. I haven't seen it, but I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was funny.
I haven't seen it. I don't plan on seeing it, but
No,
I,
me neither.
I did hear about
but
that.
I thought that was funny.
They flipped the most iconic scene, which is her teaching the dwarves how to clean and take care of their home, right?
Yeah.
So she sings and dances with the animals, showing them how to use a broom and shit.
Yeah.
In the new one, supposedly she just basically says, "Hey, fucking clean your fucking house. I'm not doing it."
Yo.
That's
she doesn't
crazy.
show them. She's like, "I will clean and show you how to do it." And the new one's like,
no.
"You will clean.
You will clean
You will
for
do
me.
it
Wow.
now."
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I hear it's horrible.
But then, like, she kept saying, like, in this movie, like, Prince Charming isn't going to be a character because Snow White doesn't need a prince. She could do this all on her own. Fine, whatever. You want to tell the story in a feminist lens, go ahead. But then Prince Charming is there anyway, and he kisses her. And she
Supposedly
wakes
it
up.
was reshoots. And they
There
fixed
were
it.
reshoots, and one of the things I heard is that the writing is lazy
Of course.
because between the reshoots and the original shoot, they don't even bother to mesh them properly, so you can just see like
Like, it's a
visual-
completely different movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, like you can just see
Wow.
different like scenes that were reshot,
Yeah.
and they're supposed to be in the same setting. The setting is different.
Yeah.
Lighting's different. They didn't bother to like
Yeah.
make it like flow.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like there's
That's
no.
apparently a trend in Hollywood right now. Like, reshoots on reshoots on reshoots that are not even good.
Because reshoots were common, but not to this extent.
Yeah.
It's gone to the point where, like Captain America 4,
Yeah.
it was reshot 3
Is that the one
times.
with-
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Like,
like
I
three
heard
times.
it's like you watch Captain America 4 and it's like 3
Is that the one
movies
with the new one with the Red Hulk?
with Red Hulk? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I was actually kind of looking forward to
I
it.
watched it. It's
alright?
It's alright. I just don't like the fact that me personally, again, it's like they get so woke with the fucking
I
movie,
know,
and
I
I'm
know.
like,
There's always an agenda. man.
guys, can we just have a regular
know.
like the action scenes are okay. It's just they you know what they did that really pissed me off. It's not the biggest.
I don't care. Just
No
We're not watching
no
this
one
movie.
cares.
We're not watching this movie.
There's a part in the movie where Falcon, well, Captain America, Falcon, whatever you want to call him, has a sidekick, right?
Yeah.
And what happens is that,
Headphone.
and basically there's a scene where he gets shot, like his wing gets shot, and he falls to the ground, and he hits the ground. I was like, guys, we did this already. Captain America and War Machine, why are we doing this twice?
Yeah.
Legit, the exact same scene. Just water instead of ground. That's all I did. Guys, new scene.
Did he
Yeah.
get crippled? Like Rhodey?
No, he's just in a hospital.
Just fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I was just like, guys, we legit. I'm watching him going.
Yeah, no, it's lazy.
I've seen this. Like,
How do we feel about them bringing Robert Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom?
Yo,
He
don't
needed
know.
money.
It shows how much they're struggling.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
like,
needed money. They needed money.
I
They
don't
needed
know.
funds.
I'm like,
I think it's a mistake.
yeah.
I think so too. And for me, it's like I saw like the whole like casting chair, like all the chairs. And I
That was
like,
some bullshit. 5 hours of nothing but chairs.
You watched it?
No, I watched
Okay.
a video about it, and they
Yeah.
sped it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like the clip's like 30 seconds, instead
Yeah.
of 5 fucking hours.
Okay.
Because apparently they would show a name, hold on it for like 30 minutes, and then next.
No,
one.
bro. Oh my God.
And I was like, that's retarded, boring, uncreative.
yeah.
And it ends with Robert Downey Jr. and you're just like, hey guys,
Okay.
fuck.
Well, at least
where
he
have
was
we
there.
gone?
At least he was there, I guess.
They should have just ended with Endgame.
Yeah.
Maybe had a Spider-Man spin-off.
I agree.
That's
yeah,
it.
because
agree.
I don't know where they go for the guy. Like I was even like reading like the people who are returning like their characters. They have like that bootleg Avengers coming in. I forgot what they're called.
Oh,
Bootleg coming out.
Isn't it like the Suicide Squad but for Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know
they're-
what you're talking about. Yeah.
They're gonna be in the Avengers. They don't have powers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the Black Widow, but she was hot. and
There you go.
she-
Exactly. She was hot. There you
But
go.
she's also badass.
She was.
Yo, she was legit.
I
yo.
fucking love that scene.
Since that shot of her throwing the fucking spear into the jet that explodes and
Oh
it's
yeah.
retarded.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
No, for me, my favorite scene is in Iron Man 2 where she's fighting the
No, that's not Black Widow though. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about the new
it's
Black Widow.
I don't know. I
Because
actually
she
never watched
died.
the movie.
She died in Endgame.
Yeah, she died, but I want to say
Or-
before Endgame, like in Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
She's
the one
fighting
where
in the hallway?
She's
in the
fighting the hallway where,
yeah,
where
yeah.
Happy's fighting that one
yeah,
guy.
Yeah,
And then pulling
yeah.
Mike Tyson for some
That
bizarre
is exactly
reason.
what I
and
was thinking
That
of.
was a great
Yeah.
scene.
that's
Never
the
gonna
fun-
get it again, Jamal.
I love that. I love that scene. So I got one to see everyone else fucking dead. I watched Iron Man 2 again. I was like, man,
It's bad, but it's got some great scenes.
it does have some
It
great
has
scenes.
Elon in it.
Yeah, it
Before
does.
It
everyone
does,
decided
it
to
does,
hate it.
yeah,
does,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Right,
It's probably the worst. Well, no. Well, okay, what was
No,
the
because
worst?
Thor was worse.
3 or 2?
Iron Man 3 was so good, and then
The ending.
the villain's a joke, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, 'cause I thought it was gonna be the Mandarin, but it was
Yeah.
the guy.
Dude, Ben Kingsley was killing it.
Yeah.
And then, my name is Trevor. I was like,
Yeah.
You did that really well, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Trevor.
that's what he does.
Yeah.
He plays Ben
He's
Kingsley.
like, Junior's pointing a gun at him. He's like, oh, I got you. And he's like, so, my name is Trevor.
Yeah.
It's all an act.
It's all an act. I'm playing
It's
the
a
character. I'm
Yeah.
playing the character. It's unreal.
And then fucking the white guy again, I am the Mandarin. It's like, I really don't like you as the Mandarin. though."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the first one, that movie,
First one,
is
dude,
peak cinema. Like,
the first movie is so much its own thing. It feels disconnected from the
it
rest
really
of the
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
really-
it technically was, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
because as Avengers and ongoing, it became very
intertwined.
sterile in terms of production.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the camera work and cinematography, it all feels flat.
Also, because it's
Yeah.
all Joss Whedon, right? Like,
Well, that's Joss Whedon. At least he put his own touch on it.
yeah.
But from then on, it's like they locked into that
Yeah.
and tried to replicate it for every single movie after.
sure,
so
for
all
sure.
of it feels meh.
And then you would
Yeah.
get Doctor Strange, where it's like visually
When they
it looks
tried.
really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
But the writing was so awful.
In the second one or the first one?
The second one. The first one was passable.
I like the first one a lot.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good movie.
The second one was-
enjoyed
The
it.
second one, visually amazing, because Sam Raimi was doing it. Writing was ass. Yeah, you're right.
Right with ass,
So
and the
bad.
storyline was just so bizarre, and like, I was like, Scarlet Witch is so fucking OP in that movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
I
so
mean,
dumb.
period.
she's just
She
fucking
Yeah.
she kills Charles Xavier. How?
yeah.
Literally how? Like, what are we doing?
Like,
The guy who, if he says a word, kills you, fucking Reed Richards, the smartest man in the universe, is like, he has to say your name, and she's like, with what mouth? And he doesn't have a mouth anymore. Bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Turns him into spaghetti. I was like, okay.
yeah, the
Don't
whole
do that to
Fantastic
Jim Halpert.
Four.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
The whole like Fantastic Four stuff was just that whole like sequence. I'm like, the fuck am I watching? It was like
Yeah.
that's a weird like that movie felt like a disconnect from like
Yeah.
everything else. It was just, like such a weird. And like they don't even like really touch upon it like afterward. Like
Well, yeah, he gets the third eye, and then
movie done,
That's it.
movie over. Congratulations, thanks for coming.
Did you see Daredevil came out? Born Again?
Yeah,
I haven't even, I
I've
didn't
done
even
Disney
finish
Plus,
season
right?
1 of Daredevil, so
What?
yeah.
The first 3 seasons are excellent.
I didn't get
This
into
is like
it.
a soft reboot,
Right.
and it's funny because apparently they shot it and test screenings went horribly. So
Oh.
they reshot a full first episode,
Yeah.
and all they do is set up how they initially wanted to start the series. So Fisk is now the mayor of New York,
Okay.
Don't know how that happens because he committed like murder
Yeah,
on TV and
Well,
everything.
Yeah,
the president of America is a convicted felon, so
Yeah, exactly.
You disgust me.
Yeah.
They kill off Foggy and Karen.
What?
Well, no, Foggy gets shot. Karen just leaves.
Damn,
Just fucks
Foggy
off.
was my favorite character.
Yeah, everyone was pissed. Like, oh, we're gonna get Foggy and Karen. Foggy dies in the first 10 minutes.
What the
Damn.
Karen
fuck?
leaves in 20 minutes.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
And then they get replaced by DEI hires.
No, bro.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is this? Why would you do this to us?
Oh my
You
God.
bring them back just to send them away?
Yeah.
But you know what though? But
See, now I'm
that's-
definitely not gonna watch it.
Yeah, but that's ballsy. At the same time,
No,
Nah,
Ballsy
nah,
would be
yeah.
killing Matt Murdock. That would be ballsy.
That'd be
Yeah, but it's still be bad. Just killing his ball doesn't mean he's good.
No, exactly, but it would be something.
Yeah, but
You know.
that's true. Yeah.
Speaking of controversy, Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Shadows.
Listen. I stopped playing
Thoughts?
Assassin's Creed after they killed off Desmond,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
played Black Flag, which was arguably all right.
So no, it's so good.
Excellent.
It's
Excellent pirate game, decent Assassin's Creed game.
It's a excellent
It's
pirate
such a
game,
good game.
but I found a cheese mechanic to that game, which is the funniest thing. Because the AI on the ships was so garbage. I stopped upgrading my ship like halfway through. All you do is full sail and just hard left. The ships cannot physically keep up with you, and you just time your cannon. I remember missions that go, you should upgrade your ship. I'm like, guys, I got this. Full sail left.
Yeah.
And I would just turn and then I'm doing this like, we can't get him. I just kept shooting around him, and then he
That's
would die.
fine.
And I was
Still a
like,
good game though.
no, it's a great game.
The new one, bro.
I think for me,
Tony.
Enemy spotted,
Shadow.
goes prone. Where do you go?
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. Oh my
I know.
no, the whole movie, the whole game is just. Ubisoft as a company has been doing garbage for a while.
Well, good news. 25% of Ubisoft just got bought by Tencent.
Well, that's
this is
What
that
is
is-
10 cent? What do they do?
Tencent is a Chinese.
it's like the
Oh.
national Chinese gaming company.
But no. They own Grinding Gear Games, which made PoE 2, which is
True.
widely
What's that?
successful.
Which is good.
What's
It's,
it-
it's the
it's-
free Diablo. It's the free Diablo game,
and
Yeah.
they also own Riot,
which is bad.
Riot Gale, so
Riot
the
is
only
which is good.
No,
What do
no,
they
no.
do?
Riot Games.
League of
Yeah,
Legends.
it's good.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
not. What are you
Yeah, it
talking
is. It
about?
is good games.
No, they don't. They make League of Legends and Valorant.
Those are widely successful games.
No, successful does not equal good. You
Okay,
understand
but
this?
they're
Yeah.
massively
Yes,
successful.
I agree.
My
Yes,
point
yeah, yeah.
being is now there's actually going to be standards and accountability. At
Oh
Ubisoft.
yeah, for sure. I'm just saying they're not going to be good. It's
Yeah,
just-
so, and the
Shit.
first thing they're gonna do is go, okay, so no more fucking Assassin's Creed game, guys.
No,
No, no.
they bought the intellectual property for Assassin's Creed.
Far Cry and the third one.
Exactly.
Because my friend who works there told me today. He was like, yeah,
Okay.
they bought. They
Yeah, they
gave them
announced it 2 days
800.
ago.
What, like $800 billion or some shit?
No, 1.1.
No way.
Sorry, 800
1.4
million.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
billions.
Okay,
like
yeah.
the
No,
biggest buy
1.4
ever.
billion.
Yeah. Sorry.
1.4 to
Yeah.
1.6 billion, I think.
Yeah, but because he was saying
Yeah, Star
800
Wars sold for $4 billion.
he was saying
Yeah.
800 something million because it was split between the 3 IPs. But yeah,
Yeah.
like,
So it's because
Yeah.
they bought 25% of the company, which was valuated at $4 billion.
yeah, because it was going bankrupt.
So it was about
They're gonna file
1.4
bankruptcy.
billion.
So yeah, now they own
The stocks
Assassin's
are already
Creed,
up for it.
Assassin's
Nice.
Creed, Far
Insider
Cry, and For Honor. I think they own For Honor too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I
so
think it's a good thing.
What was the last Assassin's Creed you played?
The last one I actually played,
Yeah,
like for longer than an hour,
yeah.
Muse Valhalla.
Syndicate.
I played
Didn't
the
love
one
it,
the,
but-
the one in Greece for like a couple days.
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah. Odyssey, I think, was the last.
Good, like
Yeah,
decently
passable
good
one,
one.
yeah.
Okay, so I was telling my friend who works there about this. So I don't understand why they even bother making like a 2 protagonist story when only
Oh.
one of them is canon.
I know.
Just make the one protagonist.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I also don't get why you would make a character like Yasuke who just doesn't fit in
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's-
He's
Like
supposed
he
to be
doesn't
stealthy
do. Yes,
assassin,
he doesn't do anything
stands
stealthy.
out.
Yeah,
His
and the
entire
other girl
thing
does the stealthy stuff, and she's probably gonna be the canon story if we're honest.
So it's like if you're gonna make an Assassin's Creed game and then just not have any assassination mechanics with one of the characters,
Take him out of the game.
maybe, or just maybe make his own game.
Yeah, or
if
just
you absolutely feel compelled to do it.
Maybe like a
they,
side
they
character
did
with quest
that
line.
with
Yeah.
was Rogue in Unity, and look how fuck that turned out. No
So
one
nice.
played Rogue.
So I don't know. I think it's a good thing that they got.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess,
it's
think-
good
I
for the
think-
company. I agree.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
now there's actually gonna be standards for the games that they make
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And we know that Tencent, being a Chinese corporation, is gonna
Is-
be like, oh, DEI, get that out of the game right now.
Yeah.
Get that right now. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
what are you trying to do there? Oh.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah, let's go.
And also, this is kind of fucked up though, but it's like I think they have like 20,000 employees or something.
Oh wow.
Gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
China's about to step in there and be like, so we only need about 500 people.
Half
Yeah.
of HR.
And then we'll get a couple hundred kids.
Oh god.
No, it honestly, it's sad. It really is because I love that series. I
Well,
fucking love
it's
that
sad as
series.
well because like this is such a bad rep for us, but they've got a huge branch here in Quebec.
Yeah.
Well, no, Assassin's Creed 1 was by the Montreal team.
Yeah, I know.
So, like,
I mean,
yeah.
all the Assassin's Creed IPs are from the Montreal.
No, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's a Montreal series.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so
Well,
it's
Just
people
just
think
like
it's
Avengers,
France.
It's an oversaturated
Market.
franchise.
Yeah.
They just did too much in too little time.
Yeah.
I don't agree because it's still
I think if you did one game every 5 years, it would still do bomb.
because
Yeah, but
well,
they did
it's
one game a
even
year.
Assassin's Creed Shadows did good by like
Yeah,
moderate sales
It's
like standards. It's
yeah.
no, but my point being, there's a market. People want a good Assassin's Creed game. It's just Ubisoft hasn't been delivering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people want a good. It's not an oversaturated
Well, that's what
franchise.
I'm
People want it.
Well, me and Jamal count as like 16 games or something.
It's
Total?
like 16
But
But
games.
people keep
Yeah.
asking for it.
Who the fuck? I want to find them. I just want to talk. I just
Me?
want to talk.
I would love a good Assassin's Creed
I
game,
know, but they
can't do it
reminiscent
every
of
year.
Ezio days.
They can't do it every year
But
though.
what I'm saying is that.
But I think with Tencent they can. I'm
Okay.
confident. I'm
Okay.
confident in a few
Because
years.
what I'm saying is, after Black Flag, right? I skipped Syndicate I forgot. I think that's just because I was burnt out by playing. I think
Syndicate's kind of 50-50.
See, that's what happens too. You play this game every year, get
yeah,
burnt
it's
out.
like I
Every
remember.
5
I
years,
remember.
there's a build
I
up
remember.
to it. You get excited.
I remember I played a good. I never finished UD, but I played a good bit of it because
It was multiplayer.
It was multiplayer.
Yeah,
where you play
yeah.
online, run around, right?
Yeah.
But the thing for me that, like I said, it's just the fact that you've tried, you've done. It's like it gets to a point where in my mind where I'm going, you know what? You just don't have it.
But
No,
also,
I disagree. I think
also the whole thing was like Japan was the one everyone wanted since two,
yeah.
right? So like this one was gonna sell because they finally did what the fans
What the
wanted
fans
since
wanted,
2007 or whatever.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. It's because like they did what the fans wanted, except they didn't.
yeah.
They said we'll give you one thing of what you
They
want.
got the setting. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, I promise we heard you.
Yeah.
Well, you heard something.
Side-eye.
They heard Japan. That's what they heard.
Yeah. Here's the city. The game.
So no, I think
about that.
I don't know. I disagree, Pat. I think there's still. I think people want a good Assassin's Creed. I think it's.
They want to be
Ubisoft's fault.
proven wrong. That's what they
I
want.
think
they want to be proven
Ubisoft
wrong. That
is
Ubisoft
releasing
shit.
too many games.
Yes.
I think, and so their attention is
Too many games too often.
Yes. So they can't focus on one thing, and so
Yeah.
the quality has gone down.
Yeah.
They've been doing quantity over quality for too long now.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna get fixed with China being like, "Yo, that's not within our standards. Get that."
Yeah.
fucking
Unless
on."
they make Assassin's Creed a gotcha game, then we're fucked.
And I
Oh, fuck.
think they haven't evolved it enough.
No.
They've kept the same formulaic approach
Since two.
instead of choosing to like grow with the times.
Yeah.
It's just the only thing that's grown about it is that they've added microtransactions to progress through a single player game.
Yep. $70 game with a battle pass.
Not to mention you can buy legendary weapons with actual gear and stats. to
Yeah.
make the game
Yeah.
easier.
So stupid.
Yeah, but like, hello, Tomodachi Life.
Listen. Tomodachi Life in the new Rhythm Haven game
You're
and in the Super Robot Wars game.
You're happy.
I'm happy.
I would argue some gacha games have better combat than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I will tell you which game. Zenless Zone Zero has better combat than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Grand Blue Fantasy, is that what it is?
That one.
Yeah.
I think that one's got pretty
Talking
decent. I've never played, but I think it's got pretty decent.
The
gay shit
standalone
or something, I
RPG
don't know.
game has better combat, but the gacha is just you just drag.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, the game.
Yeah. But yes, still better than
Yeah,
Assassin's.
I think gacha
Yeah.
games like unironically.
Genshin Impact. I would say yes, but no.
I've never played. I've never played.
No,
I'm not that
that's
close.
not.
What else you got for us on that little notepad? Yeah, lick your lips.
I like that.
Do you think James Gunn can save the DC universe?
No.
No.
Alright.
No, you cannot.
Move on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's he can try. Apparently, is it him that made Superman and Lois? Was that him?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently, I was gonna say if that was him, that show did really well. So maybe, but I doubt it.
Well, did you see the trailer for the new Superman movie? Coming out this summer.
Haven't.
Which one? Is it My Friend Superman or something?
That means no.
Okay. I don't know that.
But no, because the big three for this summer are the new Jurassic World, which looks ass,
No, no, watch
with
it.
ScarJo, by the way.
Okay.
Superman
Okay.
and Fantastic Four.
I don't think I'm watching
Yes.
a single one of those.
Those are the top three.
I know Pedro Pascal's in F4, so I might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually a movie that I want to see that's coming out this
What is
summer.
it?
Is the F1 movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Brad Pitt.
yeah, I remember that.
I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm
it was good.
avoiding trailer. If you want, I'll go with you.
Oh yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really fun.
I love racing movies.
I
Yeah.
love F1. I watch every single race. So but yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about
Let's not talk about it.
What?
Just because I watch it, I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Pretty upset.
I have no idea what this is.
I mean, neither. But you're
Are you upset that Hamilton left?
We're not talking about it.
He's gonna cry.
Okay. Okay.
So you really that upset that
Listen,
that you left?
Ferrari just doing Ferrari things. Okay?
He's tearing up.
Yeah, no, Ferrari.
She wanna hop in a
Okay,
Ferrari. She
okay.
wanna hop in a Ferrari.
Listen. I'm a Ferrari fan. Okay.
Yeah,
They had a really shit start in Australia,
yeah.
which is the first race.
They
of the
fired the
season.
guy.
It was terrible. And then the second race was in I forget China or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget where it was. Japan. No, Japan's coming up.
Okay, but Hamilton's
whatever.
on Ferrari now.
So last race, Ferrari got respectable results.
Mhm.
They finished, I think it was like 4 and 5,
yeah,
if memory serves.
Because there's multiple per
There's
team.
20. Yeah, there's 2 drivers per team.
Okay.
So there's 20
Yeah.
positions.
Okay.
So it's you can finish 1 to 20. They
But,
finished
okay,
4th and 5th.
remind me
which is-
again.
hold on.
Hamilton,
Yeah, he's
Hamilton
in
on
Ferrari.
Ferrari. Okay. You
So
Mercedes.
Hamilton finished. I forget it all.
Okay,
honestly.
fourth
I
or
think-
fifth, whatever.
but
Fourth
they
or
were like
fifth,
4 and 5
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I would have wanted to, but this is a respectable result. I will take the points and I'll shut up.
Yeah.
3 hours after the race, both get disqualified because the cars weren't within the regulations. I was like, bro.
He's gonna lose it. He's gonna crash out.
I was like,
He's
yo.
gonna crash out.
yo. So we went from like 4 and 5, which is, you know what, a respectable amount of points.
9 to
0.
20. Yeah, just 0.
So what regulations were they not within?
I forget what Hamilton was, and Leclerc was. He wasn't within. So the car at the end of the race has to be within a certain weight,
Okay.
so that you can't just make your car as light as possible, be faster than everybody
Right.
else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a minimum weight that your car has to be.
Yes.
He was like under it,
How?
and so it's water. So typically they make the cars lighter, and then to
Yeah.
meet, they added water.
Water to the car.
Yes, to
Like
to
like
reach.
like things full of water in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So his wasn't
Wow.
wasn't within standard, and I think Hamilton was. It was a skid plate. So every car under it has a skid plate,
Okay.
and it has to be a certain thickness by the end of it.
Yeah.
Because the more you lower your car, the more downforce you get, and so the
Right.
more of an advantage that is.
And,
so they
and
measure.
it wears a wave during the race?
Yes.
Okay.
So because if you lower your car so much that the skid plate's always skidding on the
Right,
floor,
right.
then that's how they'll know.
But
Yeah.
So they always measure the skid plates at the end of the races,
Okay.
and the skid plate for Hamilton's car was too thin, which means his car was too low.
which means he had an unfair
Which means
advantage.
exactly.
The fact that people had like an unprevent and still lost baffles me.
I know. I know.
Like-
imagine.
like-
and you know
Imagine
what the-
cheating and losing.
Bro, you know what the worst part is? Leclerc at the end of the race was caught intentionally driving onto the grass to try and get more grass onto his tires to make the car a bit heavier
That's
when he pulled up
wild.
to stop, and he still wasn't heavy
That's
enough.
funny.
And I'm the biggest Leclerc fan.
Who won? Verstappen?
Lando Norris.
Lando Norris. Okay.
Red Bull's been struggling a little bit.
Thank God, I hate Verstappen.
So the F1 movie is it take place in modern times or like the beginning?
It's modern times.
yeah.
Really?
But it's so they were filming the actual scenes from the movie last season during some of the races.
Is it
So
a documentary
during-
or it's a drama?
No, it's a like a drama. It's like a fictional story.
Okay, good.
But yeah. So like when I was watching the actual Grand Prix, I would see like, yo, what's this bogus ass car I've never seen before? And it was the car for the movie, and Brad Pitt was there, and they were filming scenes because they got
Oh.
Lewis Hamilton to fact check the movie.
Oh, he was like a
Oh, nice.
He was
consultant.
He was a consultant, and he was fact checking. So they would I forget what the number is, but they had Lewis Hamilton cost them so much in reshooting and stuff because he was like, nope, this isn't accurate. It's stuff like, for instance, they would make him listen to a scene, and then he'd be like, oh, that car shifted gears way too early. Normally on this street, your car should still be on the 7th gear, and I can hear that you're like on the 9th gear or whatever.
That's fucking
Or like on
wild.
the 5th gear, and he was like, that's completely inaccurate, you need to change that. And I was like, you and I wouldn't tell, but he was just like, no.
Well, I mean, it's his life, right?
Yeah.
No, I know, but imagine that. Imagine just listening to a scene and going like, "Ooh, that car."
And it's like, and it's
for like where it's
Yeah.
driving right now. That's not accurate.
and also like
That's
that's probably
crazy.
not even the focal point of the scene. That's probably like
no,
the
it's
background
so
audio.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
What
But-
is the acting?
but
Yeah,
it's
I
just-
don't give a fuck.
But
about that.
it's just to stress the point that like at least like
They're
racing,
trying
the
to make
racing
it a movie.
accuracy for that movie
It's
should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like if you're a hardcore fan, you go there, you probably also know that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if like I consider myself quite a hardcore fan. I
No,
don't know if I would be able to tell
I
like
more hardcore fans. Like
yeah, there definitely are, but I
Yeah.
mean, you know, there's like only like a handful of those for sure
Yeah.
at one time in a movie theater, right?
Yeah.
So it's like realistically most people
Just
wouldn't
get-
notice that and would
just get
still
them all
enjoy the
in one
movie.
theater, one
But it's
time.
nice to know that like
They're
they
giving that
fact checked
time.
it like that,
Yeah.
and they took the time to reshoot it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
like
agree.
was it Gravity or Interstellar where Neil deGrasse Tyson was a consultant and he made them reshoot?
I think it was
I think-
Gravity.
I think it
No,
was-
yeah, it would have been Gravity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think it was Interstellar.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it was
Because
Gravity.
Nolan was already doing good stuff.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
he had like
he-
a whole group of scientists.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
Yeah.
smartest
Yeah.
one.
Because I remember he made Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, no, that's not how like light would refract in space or whatever. Reshoot it, and they were like, okay.
Okay.
I appreciate the attention to detail because
Yeah.
I remember we watched Bohemian Rhapsody and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, you're like,
You're-
this is so
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
fake. Yeah.
Oh,
No, so I'm excited for that movie, and I think it comes out May,
Which one?
something like that.
Really,
That's
that's pretty
F1.
soon.
It's soon. Yeah,
I
I thought it
thought,
was.
yeah.
I thought it was pretty soon, if my memory.
I think so.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely we can go see it.
Did,
Right.
Want to go?
do you have something else, Patrick?
I do not.
You do not. Well,
No.
the only thing that I had was this one is so funny. I follow like Concordia, like Spotted.
Yeah.
Concordia. And the one day was spotted on my professor on Grindr, and he matched with me. I'm like, that's fucking.
Match with your professor on Grindr.
is
Someone's
crazy.
getting an A.
Yeah,
For anal.
yeah. No, it's crazy. Actually, the other thing, I think a little side topic. I found this pretty fucking like just. I don't really agree with it, and I just don't really get it.
It's
So
very
like,
political.
Matching with his professor on Grindr, he doesn't agree.
no, but like, so I'm not sure if you guys heard. I actually have more information about. We had spoken about it last week. So Tesla, right in Quebec, we have that incentive for the electric cars.
Yeah, yeah.
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 So Tesla basically clean bank on Quebec
Yeah.
and claim, because the thing is that Tesla has to give the customer the incentive. They then report that to the government, and the government then sends
Reimburses
them the
them, yeah.
money
Yeah.
that they've sent. Right?
Yeah.
They claim that they sold 86,000 cars in January.
Yeah.
They're calling customers. Quebec's going, did you and buy a Tesla?
Yeah.
Okay, but it said that you didn't. Why and buy it?
Well, they did that in Ontario too. Apparently, one
Yeah.
dealership was like, we sold 4,600 Teslas in one day
It was just fucking
to get the reimbursement,
impossible.
the bonus from the government. And then CBC went to that dealership and was like, hey, so apparently on this one day in January, your public records say that you sold 4,600 Teslas. Can you tell us about that? How did you guys do that? Was that like a bunch of backlogs that went through? They're like, get the fuck out the store.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I just want to know, like, did a 4,600 people come in and buy a Tesla, or was this like you were filling orders that were made before and now they're like, get the fuck out the store?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. And then the store closed a week later. And it was 4 weeks before the bonus from the federal government went away.
Yeah. So basically.
Sounds like someone's cooking the books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is what happens.
Sounds
is
like
that-
someone's cooking.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
Let them cook.
Yeah, but he just robbed Quebec and got away with it. So basically, what they said now is that
That's
now
crazy.
Tesla is no longer allowed to receive that bonus until they figure it out.
It should have never been a thing at the beginning.
It never should have been a thing.
It's like I said, I don't think
I remember Jamal was
cars-
telling me about it. I'm like, wait, so does that mean our tax dollars that we pay go to people for buying new cars? And Jamal's like,
Basically.
yes. And I'm like, no, that should not be a thing. Jamal's like, no, it's nice. I'm like, that's not fucking nice,
No,
Jamal.
it's not. No, it's not.
the only thing I do agree with the fact that this should not be here. The batteries are not meant to be in this cold weather. They did a test. They had about 12 electric cars drive from Ontario to Mont-Tremblant. None of them made it.
No, of course not.
No,
Bro,
no,
of
they
course
made it.
not. No.
I think there was one that they claimed was supposed to do 600 and did 242.
Okay.
Which is like still impressive.
It's impressive,
But it's like it's so inconvenient
For
for,
the-
like,
for the
our
money-
weather.
Yeah.
Because
for
it's
the
like
money that you're paying for the
it's
car,
like,
it's like
in the winter, it's like you want to go skiing, snowboarding, hiking.
that's
whatever it
100
is.
kilometers.
But it's
minimum.
like, yo, there are no charging stations there.
No.
So it's like you don't have that peace of mind of knowing that you can go there and come back.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like you're gonna have to plan your trip around. Well, there's a charging station close to this ski hill. Don't know if we'll make it from that charging station
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that ski
exactly.
hill,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's the only shot that we have at enjoying ourselves this
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
it just makes me think about like when the Cybertruck like was finally like
yo.
getting into the hands of people, and they tried to like it was supposed to be like a load bearing vehicle, right? So they attached it to like a thing full of weight. It was like 100 pounds, and the Tesla Cybertruck tried pulling it, and it ripped the suspension out from under the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that video. Yeah.
You can rip off the paneling with your hands.
Regardless of that, though, the
Yeah.
Cybertruck is growing on me.
No.
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 The look of it.
I-
The
Oh!
I've had this conversation with Isaiah. It's so weird looking. Every time I see it, it's a treat. 'Cause it's different. It's
So
just different.
next to my gym and on the Gatineau side, there's one guy
Okay.
that I see him all the time.
Yeah.
Like every day at Monday or Tuesday at 5 p.m. He's at the same fucking light as me. So presumably he's also coming from work.
Yeah.
It's one of those things though, because if you saw them all the time, like if you saw them as much as you see regular Teslas, I'd hate it.
Exactly.
But it's just rare,
Yeah.
so it's special.
But every time
That's
I see
it.
it, I can't help myself. I'm
The
like,
only
yo.
thing. The
And then
only
I
thing.
pull up next to it and I'm like, yo, it's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I would never buy
Because
it.
it's different.
I would never buy it,
I would
but
buy it.
I do like two things with the car.
I don't think I would.
I like the wiper. The wiper's fucking
Oh,
bad.
bro,
And
it's
that's
so
so
cool.
That part's really
and
cool.
I honestly, the wheels are growing on me. The
The
size of the
wheels?
wheels is so nice, bro.
There's that, and it's the lights in the back.
The
Because
strip-
it's a strip, and then when you
But I
brake,
think
it goes
it
like
looks
the
clean.
squares.
I think is it Hyundai who does it with one of their new electric.
i6
No, the new electric.
SUV.
They have
Yeah.
a light bar too as well.
Yeah.
LED board
Or is
too?
it
Okay.
Volkswagen?
I have no clue. I don't.
That might be Volkswagen.
You know the
Anyways,
Volkswagens with the light up badge? I hate that.
I think it's so.
I think it's pretty cool.
I thought it was cool at first, but it looks wonky.
reminds me of.
I think
Austin.
they look cheap, but
Yeah.
I think they can make it look better. I think
Yeah.
it looks pretty cool.
It's cool. Idea.
I still think the best badge of all time is the pop out from
Bentley or something.
yes.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That is
lit.
unmatched.
Apparently,
Mercedes.
it's
I like,
extra. It costs like 10 grand.
yeah, I like the Mercedes one. That's just it's not a pop out. It's like the
Yeah, like
the
moves-
elevated one.
Yeah, moves out the way for the camera. Yeah.
No. It's like a fixed like elevated one. You
Okay.
guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think that looks cool.
What?
There's like
Of like the stand of the Mercedes.
it's like the
logo.
Mercedes badge, but it's
Yeah.
like on a
A little stick.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. How would you describe it?
Well, okay, but
Door
what do you
drops
mean?
and goes
It's
up.
like on the front
No,
of
it
the
doesn't
car,
elevate
like a
though.
little
That one
Mercedes
is like
logo
permanently
on
up.
the stick.
Look it
The
up.
little thing on the hood?
Yes.
Yeah, the hood,
Yes.
Okay.
I think that looks nice as fuck. I think that's
Oh,
cool.
like just that default.
Just that one.
Oh,
default.
okay,
I think
okay.
I don't know. There's like a
I
little.
thought it was gonna be
I feel like
a
it adds
feature
a
or
level
something.
of like. Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais
Just
quoi.
I was gonna say quad. Jesus Christ. We're walking around fucking
look up like
tea and
stick
you're
up
fucking
like
pinky up as you're sipping tea
Mercedes
in your
badge or
Mercedes.
something.
Yeah,
Like
that's
stand up
what je ne
Mercedes
sais
badge.
quoi.
Oh my god.
Oh, I heard that one.
I know,
What's
this
your
is
dream car?
What?
What's your dream car?
Corvette Z06.
Actually?
Fucking the one that the
Okay.
lights pop out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
is it
don't
you?
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mid-car.
I had that car.
You
What?
said mid car.
Mid car. All right, whatever. Why? What's yours? Hot shot.
I've got a whole Google Sheet stock.
Okay. Patrick.
69 Dodge Charger.
I knew it.
Oh, one of my students is now doing a stage at a garage where they're repairing one of those.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's his favorite car too. So.
But do you want to know
I saw a
what?
fully
What?
restored 65 Mustang.
And we're not gonna ask what my dream car is.
But no. What is your dream car called?
It's a GM.
Anyway, so
Oldsmobile. I want to say it's,
442?
yeah, I think so.
Those are sick. The convertibles are nice.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
I have to look it up, but yeah.
But do you want to know what my favorite podcast is?
Flabbergasted by the Audacity, starring Jamal and Patrick.
That's fucking right, and that's how we're gonna end the episode.
How did he know?
I don't know.
How
That's
did I
so
know?
crazy. But this is gonna be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and hopefully you enjoyed having us back all in the same room and having guests with us today. Thank you for giving us your amazing input. And
Of course.
and,
Always kind of my controversial.
and this episode's probably gonna get banned, like most of them. Especially the whole yay part at the beginning.
Want to read it again?
Can't have
No.
fun. Can't have fun. Yay.
yeah. Yeah. But until next time, I'm Jamal,
No, Patrick.
I'm Khalil.
I'm Justin.
and we'll see you guys next time.
The decision rests with you. Rests with you.